Okay. Tafkuf Lem Gimel, good morning, good Chodesh. You're dealing with malachas of having a goy do stuff. Anything which is also anything which is also a HaMoed for you to do is also for you to say for a non-Jew to do. That here we're not talking again. We're not discussing about there's nothing on HaMoed. It's more that again that it's you don't just like you're not supposed to do malacha. You're not supposed to have malacha done for you because it's HaMoed, and that's what the Chaim said, and not that it's also for a goy to do malacha. No, it could be but it's not exactly Mira Lanachri. There's no dinamira. Uncle Panim that and it could be it's better if you have if there's a heter for you to do something, then your body can have a goy do it. That's not a problem. Uncle Panim it's but to have him do I can't have him run your go do your business and stuff whatever it'll also be a problem. Unless he's a shutzif, I'll do like Cheshbonos like on Shabbos. Any Yehudi shekibel me'erev Yom Tov livna his beis Shel Yisrael. B'kablanos, a guy who was b'kabel was a contractor who's going to build a house for a person from before before Yom Tov. Also le'aniach la'asais b'chol HaMoed. Al b'shur chutz l'tchum. It's also for the Baal Bayis to let him do it even on Chol HaMoed, even if it's chutz. He can't let him do it. But if you gave him some malacha to do, build a chair, I don't know, whatever it is, he gave him something to fix, a watch to fix, or whatever it is, into his house into the goy's shop or whatever. Mutter, the problem is having something to do for Hesia, because even though he decided I'm just going to do it then, but a person can't have his work done before Hesia. They discuss now, nowadays, here, the question is with here, builders and things, what's mutter to do, what's mutter to do on Chol HaMoed or not, and Pashas is it's a problem. It's definitely a problem, but the whole situation is somewhat complex. They shouldn't do any work, build any buildings on Chol HaMoed. Mostly Yehudi b'locha b'kablanos or b'schir yaim. You're allowed to go ahead and hire a non-Jew to do something after Chol HaMoed. As long as you don't go ahead and do some sort of business. Let's say it's chayra prakbatia. You don't do a business related measurement or discussion or whatever. You just say, I want to hire. You can't sit there. You shouldn't negotiate. Okay, how much for what? All these things. Said I'll hire you for after the Lord. Even if the goy does malacha afterwards on Chol HaMoed, that's okay. And the guy, he says, he realizes his calendar is full, he's changed it around, so he's just going to do it today. So that is that's something to do with you. That would be okay. Again, it's giving stuff to betalish, right? So also, giving stuff to a dry cleaner, if it's that's not. It's also a problem unless you mamish need it for Chol HaMoed for Yom Tov. Otherwise, it is an issue. Mm-hmm. Right, but you can give it. Right, but you right. Well, no. Also, it's, right. But however, I guess that he brings the view that you can give something to a cleaner to do after Yom Tov. Mishnah says if you need to, whatever. Klei Pishtim. It means I think it probably means something which is something in Ma'aseh Uman or some sort of that needs to be washed. I don't think it's Mulgara from. I don't think it's any worse than
just like underwear. That doesn't go a lot of people.
Klei Pishtim? No, Klei Pishtim. As far as I've talked about Vayariga, it's like nice shirts and things or whatever. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm differently, but Ra'ach is the Charatzion says this Klei Pishtim is not really, the Kisa is not really also in, so therefore you can give it to a guy to do so dry cleaning and things would be a problem. Okay. Taf Kuf Ben Dalid Tzarchi Rabin here. Tzarchi Rabin mutter la'aseisan v'chol HaMoed. Tzarchi Rabin is mutter to do in Chol HaMoed. K'yon l'takin drachim, they can fix roads. L'hasiv ehem amichsholos, so to take away michsholos, things blocking the roadways, things like that. L'tzayin akvaros, and to go ahead and used to be for kohanim, they would work off the kvaros. Shizarim Kohanim and attacking him Kvaros, or to go ahead and fix the Kvaros. Hagav Dafka Tzarchi Rabin Ke'elu Shein Tzrichim L'Gufa Adam. Only Tzarchi Rabin, which are going to be needed for people, for Gufa Adam. Not Dafka Tzarchi HaMoed, but just Tzarchim Gufa Adam. Well, sure, Tzarchi Rabin and being basic Knesses, but something which is like you have to build a shul, build a build a yeshiva, things like that. That is also lasos b'moed. Putting the shar tzarchim mitzvah also lasos b'lechas uman b'moed. So the things which are for derech seder of the city, seder of the things like that of fixing roads and fixing things which people are going to need. But things that they're going to need for ruchnius, for a shul or. Which is not, yes, it's not tzarech haguf, so then that is a problem. The Aruch Shulchan says something interesting. He says, not only is it in tzarchi rabin mutter, he says it doesn't have to be tzarchi HaMoed, it could be stam tzarchi rabin. He said that he said there used to be in the time of Beis HaMikdash, it talks about how during the Moed, that's when they would clean Beis HaMikdash, they would do a whole bunch of different things, which, because they didn't have time until the Moed, and so therefore they sent people around during the Moed because people were away. They give the opportunity to go fix things. Tzarchi Rabim is something which goes a little bit above and beyond Tzarchi HaMoed.
So, is there no rule u'levad shelo yiskavnu b'kach? In other words, they can plan. That's what the
Aruch Shulchan says. They can plan that. If it's because it's the easiest time, not just randomly.
No rule of shelo yichadnu.
Right. There's no din of mechavan malach l'moed because if it needs to be done, it needs to be done, and then so therefore you see the city workers doing this, doing that. There's what to rely on.
Can they trim the trees? Is that considered as something wrong?
If it's trees blocking, but if it's to prune the trees, just because to go ahead for the winter so it grows better. It could be it's not. Yes, it's tzarchi rabin because it beautifies the city. It's probably mishma lahakel, lefi inyan. Well, for panim that right, that's what it brings on Chol HaMoed. They would yitzim ala kiloin. They would send people out to look for kiloin because people weren't around. So right. Right. So it depends if it's Ma'aseh Uman, right? So if it's Ma'aseh Uman, they can only have to do it on the Moed. The Mishnah Berurah says.
Is there a rule? Is there a rule that they can't accept payment for it?
What do you mean payment? Who's paying? What do you mean? They have taxes.
Can the city pay the workers?
Oh, pay the workers. So yeah. So they can pay the workers.
Tzarchi is the exception.
Therefore, also bus drivers, even taxis. If it's tzarchi rabbi, people have to get around. So therefore, it's taxi drivers a little bit less, but still, I still think it's something with still tzarchi rabbi because people. people do need to get around, and they do need drivers and things, and otherwise they can't. So therefore, bus is definitely Tzarchei Rabim. Taxis also, I think it's also considered Tzarchei Rabim. So therefore, when a person is allowed to work for Tzarchei Rabim, it's not just if he can't, he has no food. It's if he needs to work to help the Rabbi, he needs to work. Now the Ramah talks about the Tzarchei Mitzvah. So even any Tzarchei Mitzvah doesn't matter Maisa Uman on Chol Hamoed. Maisa Hedjot, so Mishnah Berurah says Maisa Stam anyway is mutter Tzarchei Hamoed. But Maisa Uman, so Tzarchei Mitzvah doesn't matter, won't matter Maisa Uman. Only Tzarchei Hamoed, Tzarchei Guf, not Tzarchei Mitzvah. It's right about fixing tefillin, things, all these types of things. So it says that that the person can bring is that there could be with tefillin and stuff. Anyway, because he needs it right away, then he's allowed to do it. Even if he doesn't wear tefillin on Chol Hamoed, it could be because you do it right afterwards. And so it's okay. Right? If you have Boris Vayanos coming, if stuff up sewage problem, whatever it is, then you're allowed to fix it. Even if they don't, even if these types of things, if the blockage is not causing a problem, but it will, so you're allowed to clean it out. To clean out a blockage is not considered a Uman. But to go ahead and to dig new boros, Shumaisa Uman. That digging boros is a Maisa Uman. So what's Maisa Uman? It's digging a pit. I mean, my kid can, one of my kids can do it. So the Mishnah Berurah says that the issue is that to do a proper bore for water and things, they have to put cement around it to seal it. So that the Rosh says that. So therefore, that's the Maisa Uman. Obviously, just to build just to go ahead and dig a hole in the ground. That's not Maisa Uman.
But snaking out a sewer line.
No, right. That's not Maisa. No, that's not Maisa Uman. Yeah. No, like we had before, doing Tiach B'Tir is something which is Maisa Uman. In Rabbi Tzvichin Lehem Ata Mutter. However, any of these things. If you need the boros now, it's mutter. I feel in keep them malach l'moed. Even if they went ahead, this way some of them become malach l'moed. I feel for hestia b'tircha yisera. If this is what the klal needs, so then they need it. You don't just have to wait for for elections. They can wait for Chol Hamoed to do stuff in the city. If ain't tzvichim lahem ata lo yasu, and if they don't need it right now, they shouldn't do it. But boros sichim ma'aros shayachi also lachvar yisam mechadash. A boros sichim ma'aros. Of a yachid that he can fix up shul tzarich lem ata, because that's for hesia, and that's a davar, that's a tircha. If he doesn't have anything to drink and everything is v'kulka, fine. That's you're talking something different. But in general, if it's even if it's hard to drink, then he has to do that. Then he can't do it. If he had it and it got ruined in Tzarech Lehem Ata Mutter L'Tachnom. If he had these things already and they just get messed up, he's allowed to fix it. If in Tzarech Lehem Ata also L'Tachnom, if he doesn't need these boros, doesn't need the pipes and all these things or whatever, doesn't need them right now, then he can't fix them. Aval Mutter L'Hamshich Mayim L'Soichan Fil in Tzarech Lehem Ata, but you're allowed to go ahead and even with the new bore, you're allowed to put water in, even though that's okay on Chol Hamoed. Even if you don't need it right now, that would be okay. And Tafkuf Memhei, Dine Siva. Now this Simon obviously is one of the more famous things everyone knows about Chol Hamoed. Other things don't know, but you should not have to write. I remember when I was in school, and we actually had school Chol Hamoed at some point. And so, of course, we told, we can't, it's all the teachers, we can't write. So, it was a good excuse. However, we'll see what it means you can't write, you can, whatever. So also lichta b'chol HaMoed. It's also to write ad Chol HaMoed. Now we'll see there's a machlokes about what ksiva we're talking. The simple pshat over here we're talking about is ksav ashuris. Is you write? That's what the Maisa Uman is that you're writing safros. Whether it's Ashkenazi, Sephardi, it doesn't make a difference. You're writing safros. I feel like hagia is achas b'sefer. Also, even to go ahead and to magia one letter in a sefer is also because it's so that's what the Ramah says. The Ramah says, again, we said before, tzarech mitzvah, the tzarech mitzvah is not matter tzarech rabbi. So if they talking the Sefer Torah, so then that's tzarech hamoed. V'yesh matirim, however, there are those who are matir. What's the Mishnah Berurah says, the machlekes, what's the machlekes, is that Yesh Oisim holds that any ksiva is Maisa Uman, whereas the Yesh Matirim holds only Ksav Ashuris. So therefore, the Yesh Oisim going to the Torah HaMoed is that any type of ksiva is problematic. However, Yesh Matirim and Algu Lahakel Ksav Shalana She'enu Maisa Uman, which is what's called Ksav Mesita or Meshita, whatever it is, it means handwriting. That our handwriting, the Ramah says that our handwriting is not really Maisa Uman. So therefore, you'll be allowed to go ahead and fix, not the Sefer Torah obviously, but if you have a Sefer, you're allowed to fix something up, write something, because it's not Meikar, even we're Machmer Bigadol, there's some sort of Shinui, we'll see later on, but Achol Panim, if it's Tzarech Rabim, things like that, then you don't need to do a shinui, and you can write it b'ksav nesita, which is not a Maisa, you can write the halkim, it's not a Maisa Uman. What ksav nesita, what it is and whatever, is general handwriting, general writing. The shaila is in, what about, writing in English, things like that. So the thing is, we also consider it, it's also the same. It's the same thing. That's not a Maisa Uman because it could be the Shita. It's only Ksav Ashuris. However, they bring from Moshe. Moshe says if it's a fancy writing, calligraphy, so that there is an Umas to it, so then that would be also about writing about printing stuff. So this is where things get a little bit complex, because is it Ksav Vesita or not? So let's start with typing on the computer. Typing on the computer. So it's really nogea to later in the siman, because some say the pshat is because it gets erased. We'll get to that side in a little bit, I guess tomorrow, or later in the siman, but the actual typing is, even without that, is that really ksiva? What is really ksiva? Is it ksiva? I wasn't sure. Is it ksiva that the fact you have a nice letter at the end, or it's the actual nice ksiva? On Shabbos, l'chora the Yisr is, and that's some Mepharshim over there say the Yisr is the nice ksiva itself, not that it looks nice. Can you print something or photocopy something? So let's say you type something on the computer, can you print it? And Shabbos and Shabbos mashma that, no, because that is even though you're pushing a button, it's still nice uman because it comes out nice. It's hard for me to say. I know that in Kane, we have to know which printers he's talking about. Yeah, that's it. The problem is that all the Sfarim they're quoting is from the 1980s, and we're talking about the old printers that probably had like the spool and the ball and running with the ink.
Not everybody had one in their house.
Yeah, so it was a whole thing. Not talking about a laser printer and things and whatever. So the question is what comes out. That's, I don't know. Unfortunately, to talk about putting numbers in on the phone. Rabbi Yosha said, can you type numbers in the phone? So if you can get a phone without numbers, it's better. Again, the problem is they're talking 20 years ago, and I didn't find that. I'm trying to search for more modern day, Sfarim to talk about that discuss nowadays about typing on type it on a phone, type it on a computer, all these types of digital things, how you define it. And printing, I said printing is a ma'aseh, not nowadays, so I don't know, I have to...
the harai, if you really want something to be professional, you take it to a print shop.
Yeah, it could be. It could be, but it could be that, you can get a printer with some ma'aseh. I don't know, it's unclear. It's unclear if the ma'aseh here is the fact that it's the fact that it comes out looking nice, or it's the actual, Pasha says it's the actual writing, that's what the ma'aseh is. But, I'm not sure. I have to look up this Shulchan Zaman and this Shabbos. I have to look that up. But I don't see it's worse. And I would say worse than Ksav V'Sita. But Ksav V'Sita anyway, you have to do b'shinui. So we'll get to the what I don't know. But let's get to the shinui a little bit later. Let's just see. Beis nira li ein lahem sefer Torah kosher likros b'tzibur. If there's no kosher sefer Torah. Mutu lahagia b'chol moed, you are allowed to fix it in chol moed, likos lo b'tzibur, so you can read it b'tzibur, v'chein b'sifrei mikra, gemara, torach likos lo, you have to learn, person has to learn, so if there's a mistake, you can't learn, you have a mistake, you have to get it fixed. Mutu lahagia b'moed, we should havi davar ha'ove, that's davar ha'ove, because he will be able to learn. In ein lahem sefer Torah klal, in efshel l'kosvel kula b'chol moed, someone can write the whole sefer Torah chol moed, and they sleep in harbe, and even then they're allowed to write it. You get 10 soifrim, push it through. The Torah HaMoed, likos b'Torah v'tzibur b'moed. The Torah HaMoed, everyone has to hear it. Kriyas HaTorah. Hagav v'huadin shar svarim lumo b'hem. And you can have any sefer printed on Chol HaMoed if you person needs a sefer. Person wants to print his own sefer up to put in shuls. I don't know. And I know nowadays there's a Baruch Hashem and it's we have tons and tons of svarim, so therefore I don't know if I don't know how much people need my kedusha shali. I'll pair the dalad v'hei and bavakama. I don't know. That's not I don't know if that's a tzarach harabim, but al kolpanim regular svarim, the shas, things like that, then you'd be allowed to deal with that. We'll stop here.